With DaVinci Resolve finally out for the iPad, you're probably seeing a bunch of videos about it in your feed. Most of them are testing it using their cool latest M1 iPad models, and it is my main editing software, so of course I wanted to see how a pre-M1 iPad handles it. If you're thinking about doing some serious video editing on an iPad, and if the experience is good here during the making of this video, this is going to be helpful for you since you'll know you need to or don't need to upgrade to the latest iPad. So yeah, this is our Wi-Fi only iPad Air 4th Gen with the A14 Bionic, and I got the free version of DaVinci Resolve loaded up on it. This version only has 64 gigs of storage. I also have this Apple Pencil 2nd Gen, and I don't have a keyboard for it. I got a bunch of random 4K footage here from my Sony ZV-1, so let's see how this goes. Now, if you also only have a Wi-Fi only iPad like me and you want to take your projects wherever you go without having to deal with your carrier's expensive data plans or hotspot restrictions, you should definitely consider switching to Mint Mobile, the partner for this video. You probably already heard about Mint Mobile thanks to the great Ryan Reynolds, but what they offer is an awesome deal for anyone on a different mobile carrier right now. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless plans for as low as $15 a month, and you don't sacrifice any coverage, speed, or data since they're built on the largest 5G network in the US. There's really no catch here. The plans are affordable since they sell directly to customers online without retail stores or salespeople. Back in the US, I used Mint Mobile alongside T-Mobile, and I honestly found no difference between the two other than the bill, which was much more affordable on Mint. Switching to another network might sound complicated, but switching to Mint Mobile is actually super easy. They offer eSIMs in addition to physical SIM cards, so you can sign up and immediately activate right on your existing phone and phone number. If your phone doesn't support eSIM, you can just request a free physical SIM card to be mailed to you. All Mint Mobile plans include unlimited talk and text, lightning fast 5G, and free mobile hotspot, which is perfect for those of you trying to take your video editing workstation wherever you go, whether it be an iPad or your laptop. So if you're interested, use my link below, mintmobile.com/HoYoungWon, or scan the QR code on this video to get premium wireless starting at only $15 a month. Stop paying more than you need to on your phone bill and start saving big with Mint Mobile. So opening up the app, you get a pop-up right away that pre-M1 iPads do not support 4K video exports, which is a bummer, but if you're looking to do casual 1080p video editing, this should be no problem. Plus, while you can't export in 4K, you can still import and work with 4K footage, which is good, but as you can see, the UI looks virtually identical to the PC or Mac versions, which is very welcoming for people who have experience with DaVinci Resolve. As you can see, a couple of pages are missing, including the edit page, which is my personal favorite. Hopefully DaVinci can bring those features into the fold as the app gets updated, but for now you just have the cut and the color pages. That might sound a bit limiting, but as you go through the pages, it's really hard to tell what's missing from each page's respective desktop versions. Okay, now let's import some 4K video files from my camera's SD card. With the same kind of dongle you would use on a MacBook Air, you just plug it into the iPad, tap import, and you can find all your video files, which is sick if you have an iPad with low storage and you want to use external storage. This is just an SD card though, so I'm just going to import the videos into my files first. Okay, now let's bring them into DaVinci. Let's make sure to set the correct resolution and frames per second. Then I'll download some music from Thematic through Safari and then bring it into the project as well. Okay, now we're good to go. Since this is a vlog type of video, I'm just going to put all the video files into the timeline in chronological order and cut. As I'm going through all the footage in the uncut timeline, the scrubbing is very smooth. I can quickly review clips and sequences in between cuts without waiting for the iPad to load or anything. There are some jitters when moving clips around and into and out of the timeline, but it honestly feels like a smoother experience even when compared to my much more powerful Windows laptop. Since this is basically the desktop version stripped for the iPad, this would definitely be a much better experience with a physical keyboard since there are keyboard shortcuts, but it's not too bad of an experience with a touchscreen and a stylus pencil. Okay, now that we have all the clips cut and in order, I'm going to apply some video and audio effects and see how it handles it. I thought it would be hard to be precise with a touchscreen, but it's not as bad as I thought. So yeah, with the effects in, I'm just going to go ahead and play it as a preview. There's definitely a few jitters when transitioning between cuts, but overall very impressed. Now with that done, we're going to head over to the color page to do some color correction. DaVinci's color page always confused me a bit, but it's weirdly easier to use with a touchscreen. This page doesn't really push the hardware too much on any hardware, so as expected, the performance is more than fine here. And since we're at this point, let's check in on the temperature, which is surprisingly not that warm to the touch. It is warm, but not close to being hot or uncomfortable to hold. My laptop definitely gets hotter than this. Plus, I haven't plug this in the whole time and the battery is holding up more than fine. Okay, with all that done, let's finally render and export this thing. As I mentioned, this iPad model can only export up to 1080p on DaVinci. So let's just go with that and see how long it takes. So that took about 37 seconds to export a 1 minute 15 second 1080p video, which is pretty quick considering that I use quite a decent amount of 4K footage. Let's just do a final check in the files folder so there aren't any issues, and yeah, seems like there are no issues, which is awesome. So clearly DaVinci Resolve on the iPad is legit no matter what model you have. This pre-M1 iPad Air was able to handle 4K clips without any issues, and even though it's limited to 1080p exports, having DaVinci on here can make this a serious video editing machine for really anyone. Of course, if you're really getting into it, I would recommend going for an M1 iPad model because you can export in 4K, but if you're just making 1080p YouTube videos, casual vlogs, or anything like that, you can definitely do it with a 4th gen iPad Air. Alright, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you're looking to make an iPad your editing workstation, and if you already have, let me know your experience. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next video.